up in there, Jessica.
Honey, you better get a move on here to be late for school.
Then tell Jessica to stop hogging the bathroom. She's been in there forever.
She's exaggerating, Dad. It hasn't even been 10 minutes.
Well, whatever it's been, hurry up and finish so your sister can get in there. And turn down the music.
We need another bathroom, Dad. First Charity was in there, and now Jessica.
Now, you girls are going to have to divvy up your time that you spend in there in the morning. Look, I know it's tough that Charity's here with us, but I know you're going to find a way to work it out, all right? Okay? I got to get on and start breakfast.
You heard Dad, Jessica. Open up the door. Morning, Kay. Morning. Oh, I slept like a dream. Thank you so much again for giving me your room. It's perfect. Look, Charity, we better get something straight right off. I'm not much of a morning person. Where did you get that outfit? Oh, your mom gave it to me. Do you like it?
That's the same outfit you tried to con Mom into buying you last week at the mall.
Yo, Miguel.
Hey, Chad. You got the message I left you at the book cafe?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, I know you're not crazy about busting tables over there.
Oh, I ain't too down with it now.
Well, that's why I thought you might be interested in another gig.
Depends.
Well, the position just opened up. It's here at school, helping out the head of the athletic department. Do yourself a favor and check it out.
Whitney, what's wrong with you today?
I'm just having an off morning, I guess.
Well, sweetheart, when you become a pro, you can't afford the luxuries of having off mornings.
I'm gonna try harder.
Sweetheart, I'm not just your coach, I'm your father. Are you still worried about that there might be some tension with our family?
Well, yeah.
Sweetheart, it's all in your head. Everything is just fine.
I'm glad, Daddy.
I know what it is. It's a boy. Did one of the boys from school ask you to the Halloween dance?
No, they know better than that.
Why, because they're afraid you're going to turn them down? Sweetheart, is that what's bothering you this morning?
No, I told you. I'm okay about not going out on dates.
Well, I hope so, sweetheart. Because it's only going to be for a couple of more years. I know it's a tough rule right now, but the payoff is going to be worthwhile. Not only is my daughter going to show the world what she's made of at the Olympics, you're going to have your pick of any man you want in the whole world.
I already picked the man I want.
Then come back to the house. At least we can talk.
There's nothing more to say. I just want to be by myself, okay? And I'm this close to getting it.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. I heard from your father that you arranged a très romantique dinner for Gwen last night. Did you propose? Did you cry when she said yes? Have you set a date? And I hope it is in late May because...
Not so fast, Mother.
Oh. Well, you didn't set a date. That's okay. We can all just sit down and have a chat about it.
Mother, stop. There's no wedding date, there's no marriage proposal. Right now, Gwen's not even talking to me.
Well, you did arrange a romantic dinner with her, didn't you?
Yes, but it didn't work out.
I don't understand. Gwen's mad about you. She would never ruin such a lovely evening.
It wasn't her fault, it was mine. When we were dancing, I accidentally called her Teresa.
What? Why on earth would you do that?
Do I have to explain the facts of life to you, my dear? My son's a red-blooded American male. He's attracted to Teresa, just as I suspected.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Kay's not down yet?
No, I'm afraid things are a little more hectic around here than usual today.
How could you, Mom?
I don't know. Maybe if you told me what I did.
The outfit I begged you to buy me last week, you bought it for Charity.
Is that the same outfit? I'm sorry, sweetie. I mean, Charity needed a new wardrobe for school. All her clothes burned in the fire.
But why that outfit? You told me I couldn't have it because we couldn't afford it right now.
Well, we couldn't very well send Charity off to school in one of her hospital gowns now, could we? It was an emergency, sweetheart. I had to dip into the family's special fund.
What? But that's where you and Dad were saving up to buy me a used car on my next birthday. Isn't it, Dad?
Sweetheart,
well,
I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to wait a little longer for your car.
Hey. Don't think your mother and I didn't notice what a grown-up way you've handled giving up your new room to your cousin. Hey, we are very proud of you.
That's why we knew you'd be okay with Charity getting new clothes.
Well, why couldn't Charity wear my hand-me-downs and I get the new wardrobe?
Very funny, Kay.
Hand-me-downs are the worst. They make you feel like a second-class citizen.
Whose side are you on anyway?
Well, they do. I hate having to wear my perfect big sister's clothes.
That's 2 in a row. What is wrong with me? Why did I ever think I could play tennis?
Sweetheart, don't be so hard on yourself. Now, I hope you're still not worried about me, your mom, and Simone. Everything is fine. You know, we're rooting for you. We're all in your corner. Someday you're going to make us all very proud. Whit, keep your eye on the prize. You understand? Now I have to get back to the school, so... Sure you're going to be okay?
Sure, Daddy.
All right. You have a good day, okay?
Are you all right, Whit? Game seems kind of off today.
You know, not you two.
No, I'm just...
Aren't I allowed to have an off day just like everyone else in the world? Why do I have to be so perfect all the time?
Whitney, you are perfect. I mean, at least to me. I'm always getting myself into messes, and you're the one who always sees it coming. You're the one who always pulls me back from the brink of disaster every time, because you're so good and steady and...
Say perfect again, and I swear I'll pretend your head is a tennis ball.
Whitney.
Don't you see what it's like, Teresa? My sister Simone is on my case about being the perfect little daughter. My mom tells me I should be happy because I'm so obedient and unadventurous. And my dad tells me that it's up to me to make sure my whole family is proud. What if I don't make him proud? What if I can't? Why can't I just be plain old ordinary Whitney Russell? Whoever that is.
Never heard you talk like this.
I'm so scared, Teresa. I am really scared.
Ethan. Attracted to Teresa. You can't mean Polaris, Teresa.
Oh, yes, indeed. None other than the very voluptuous daughter of our loyal and trusted housekeeper.
Lord, you've been drinking and it isn't even noon.
I haven't had a drop. Bully idea, though.
Ethan, what is he talking about? You're not interested in Teresa.
Of course not, Mother. I love Gwen. I always have, and I'm sure I always will.
Then can you explain his ravings? And why on earth would you call Gwen by another woman's name? And why did you have Teresa on your mind? It was you, wasn't it? You said something to Ethan about Teresa before Gwen came over.
Give it a rest, will you? I haven't even done a crossword puzzle.
What did you say, Julian? I want to know.
Mother, it's no big deal.
Listen to your son, Ivy.
I want an answer, and I want it now, Julian.
Well, if you must know, I mentioned in passing I couldn't believe a son of mine had never noticed Teresa's eyes. She has the kind of eyes a man could think about getting lost in for a little while. Now you see what I mean, don't you, son?
How dare you? How dare you try to corrupt my son?
Look, I'm not that experienced with being part of a family. It was always just my mom and I, so I don't really know how these things work. Do you guys ever share clothes around here?
I guess sometimes.
Well, I know that you were hoping that your mom would buy you this outfit, Kay. So if you ever want to borrow it, just let me know, okay?
That is very sweet, Charity.
No kidding. I know a lot of people who'd rather die than share their favorite things.
So you let me know if you want to wear it, Kay, okay?
Jessica! I'm sorry. You did that on purpose.
It was an accident, Kay.
It was. I'm sorry.
You better get going, Kay.
Give me some time. I gotta change my shirt.
Honey, wait.
I don't want to be late, Dad.
Come on, this is only going to take a minute. Sit down. Now, I know it hurts losing out in your new room, your new clothes, and the car that you were hoping for. But Charity's part of our family now, and we're all going to have to make sacrifices.
But that's all I've been doing, Dad. When is it going to stop?
You don't begrudge Charity for what we're doing for her, do you? I mean, her mother died in a terrible fire. We're all she's got.
No, it's okay.
Now, you hang in there, all right? It's going to get easier as time goes on. Give your old man a hug. Now, you know your mother and I love you very, very much.
I know, I love you too. Charity's taken everything else. I can't let her have Miguel, too.
What's scaring you? My family. I think something's troubling them. Well, something's been troubling my dad for a while now. And it's really making my mom uptight. What I tell you just between me and you, right?
Absolutely.
Remember when we went to that gypsy tent at the carnival? She said that my father was going to murder someone because of me pursuing my dream of becoming a champion tennis player.
You don't believe that crazy gypsy fortune teller, do you?
Well, you believed her when she said that you would marry a crane someday.
That's different, Whitney. That's something that really could happen.
All I'm saying is that I have to be on guard if I'm going to help my family get through whatever's going on with them.
What can you do?
Well, for one thing, I can keep Simone away from that street punk Chad Harris.
I know you think he's bad for her, but what harm can he cause your family?
I don't know, but I would just feel a lot better if he was just long gone from Harmony.
Yo, thanks for thinking of me when you found out about the gig, but I'm sort of looking to get back into the music business, you know?
But you said yourself it could take a while before you get the break you need. You know, why not make some money here so you can have a cushion when you go back to New York?
You got a point. But, yo, the way I remember school, you got a lot of authority figures running around here giving orders. Yo, that's not me.
You'll only have to take orders from one boss, and he's cool. Look, trust me, Coach Russell's a great guy.
Oh, you telling me the job's with Whitney and Simone's father?
How dare you try to pawn your unsavory fantasies off on Ethan?
Don't carry on so. Our son is a grown man.
Father's right, Mother. I'm not a suggestible young boy.
I've waited for years for you and Gwen to get to this point. And now your father's ruined it with his filthy mind. Oh, I will never forgive you if Gwen and Ethan don't get back together.
Oh, as always, you're overreacting, my love. I'm as much in favor of Ethan's merger with Gwen Hotchkiss as you are.
It's not a merger, it's a marriage, which I'm sure will still happen in time. I mean, don't worry, Mother. Gwen and I still love each other. We just have to work things out. In fact, I'm gonna go call her right now.
You have gone too far this time, Julian.
Spare me the 3-penny operetics, Ivy. Let's just hope that Gwen makes Ethan a more realistic crane wife than you ever made me.
Go to hell.
If she has any common sense at all, she'll realize that Ethan's not only a healthy male with the usual drives of a young man, he's also a crane.
I'm almost afraid to ask what you think you mean by that.
You shouldn't have to ask at all. We've been married for God knows how many miserable years.
Too many.
No one tells a crane man what he can or cannot do behind closed doors, as long as he maintains the appropriate public face.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yes. You'd have saved yourself a lot of angst if you'd accepted that one little unwritten rule years ago. You see, the fact is, if Ethan wants to bed another woman, he has every right. Gwen must accept that. Before they're married, of course.
Don't be funny, Julian. Getting married never stopped you.
I don't know Chad at all.
Well, you're lucky.
Well, how is he a threat to your family?
I told you. He's got Simone so turned around that she's talking back to my mom, sneaking out to pool halls in the middle of the night, and lying about it. I don't even know what she's going to do next.
Oh, I hear you, Whitney, but I'm the last person to point fingers at Simone. I've been doing a lot of crazy things myself for months now.
Because of Ethan.
Yeah. Luis still doesn't know I'm working for Ivy Crane. He thinks I've gotten Ethan out of my system. If the truth came out, Luis would go ballistic.
I just think lying is never the way to go.
That's because you haven't been in love. You'll see the difference when it happens to you.
If it ever happens to me.
It will. You'll meet a guy you're so hung up on, he'll make you forget everything and everyone in the whole entire world, including your family.
I could never put anyone before them.
Tell me that again after you've met that guy.
Anyway, what's going on between you and Ethan and Simone and Chad are two totally different things.
How?
Chad and Ethan aren't even from the same planet, okay?
Oh, just because Ethan's wealthy and he lives in a mansion?
No, because he is a decent guy with good values and morals. Chad is a low-life hood with a chip on his shoulder so big you can see it. He is dangerous.
To whom? You almost make it sound like he's dangerous to you.
Well, he's dangerous to everyone in my family.
If this is because of what that crazy gypsy fortune teller said, you've got to put that out of your mind. Nobody, including your father, is going to kill anyone. Not ever.
Go on in, Chad. What do you got to lose?
Hey, Miguel. How you doing, Chad?
Not bad.
So Miguel's showing you around the school?
Actually, Chad's here because he was interested in that job opening you posted.
Oh, is that so? Well, this job is in the athletic department, and I thought music was your bag.
It is.
What I was thinking, Coach, is that your department also puts together the prom and the other school activities where there's music. Well, Chad here could be a real asset. Not to knock anybody, but the music at the last couple of events has been kind of prehistoric.
Okay, I get it. So I need someone younger on the music.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, well, I'll take your suggestion, Miguel. But do you think Chad could speak for himself? Unless you're moonlighting as his agent.
I get your drift, Coach. Go for it, bro.
Have a seat, young man.
Look, Miguel's just trying to do me a solid, but I don't think this is going to work out.
Well, don't you think you're jumping the gun a little bit? I didn't even offer you the job.
Well, why wouldn't you? Oh, I get it. You wouldn't be able to face down your wife and your daughter, Whitney. Tell them you hired a guy they think is dirt.
That's not it at all. See, you have to make a decision. To make a commitment to stick around in town. Be dependable. Show up on time.
It's no problem.
And most of all, you have to take orders. From me. Now, Chad, I understand that you had some troubles with your old boss at that record company back in L.A.
Look, he was a snake. But from what I can see so far, you're not.
Well, let's just say for the sake of argument, I offer you the job, and you accept it. Now, can you make me a promise that you'll keep your temper in check? Because, Chad, as you know, this is a school, and this school has rules. Now, you don't seem like the person who gives a damn about rules. Are you willing to learn, Chad?
Ready, Charity? As I'll ever be. It's gonna be strange not knowing anyone but you and Kay and Simone and the entire school.
You know Miguel, and I bet he's even in some of your classes. Let's go.
I have to keep Miguel and Charity away from each other at school.
What's the difference? She's still uncomfortable being in the same room with them.
Yeah, but that's not gonna last forever. I need a backup plan. Oh, I know. I'll go and talk to the school clerk and make sure Miguel and Charity don't have any of the same classes. And while I'm at it, I'll make sure she has the toughest teachers in school, so all she has time for is studying and homework. No Miguel.
Charity.
Hi.
Hey.
I don't know if you remember me, Charity. Reese Durkee.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Miguel tells me you're living with the Bennetts now. You're so lucky. Kay is a very special woman.
That is so cool, Reese, because my sister thinks you're a very special guy.
She doesn't really show it.
Well, you have to stop being so shy around her. Be bold, make the first move. Right, Miguel?
That's right. And trust me, she likes you, Reese.
My dream is that someday Kay and I'll have what you and Charity had. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that, right?
That's okay. Everybody's told me that Miguel and I used to be really good friends.
You were more than that. You were inseparable. You guys could say anything to each other. Oh, I did it again, didn't I?
Don't worry about it, Reese.
I wish I could remember how things were, but I just can't.
So, who are your teachers? What classes do you have? Maybe we've got some together.
My cousin Charity has been through so much. Our family feels that she'd do best in very structured situations where the teachers give a lot of homework, so that she'll stay busy and she won't think about all the bad stuff that's happened to her. I mean, the more extra assignments that she gets, the better.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help. My whole family does.
Hey, Simone. I was just talking to your father. You may be in for a big surprise.
Now, you understand, I ain't saying I want the job. But since you've been straight with me, the least I could do is be straight with you.
Well, I appreciate that, Chad.
You got it right. I mean, I ain't never had an easy time with rules. Probably never will. But what I can't stand is when I don't get credit for what I do.
Well, if you do a good job for me, you get all the credit you deserve. Now, I understand that you came to Harmony looking for some connection between yourself, your family, and this town. But in the meantime, you're alone. You have no people, no real plans, and no place to go.
I could go to New York anytime I want.
Just like I said, Chad, you have no real plans. Now, why don't you take the job and stay a while? Now, I'm not saying give up your dreams. I'm just saying put them on hold for a while.
Looks like you've had your dreams on hold for a long time. Unless your dream was to become a high school athletic coach. No offense, man. I didn't mean it to come out the way it did.
You know, I think it came out exactly how you meant it. You're probably looking at me and saying, what does this guy know about dreams? But let me tell you, Chad, when I was wearing this jacket that you have on right now, I was full of dreams. And you're right. They weren't being a high school coach. They were big dreams.
What were they?
That's not the point. The point is that your dreams change. Sometimes you have to make adjustments. I got a good life. I love my job. I live in a nice town. And I'm married to the best woman in the whole wide world. And I have 2 beautiful daughters. I have nothing to complain about.
That's cool. But I want more out of life than just nothing to complain about. I'm gonna make my dreams come true.
Go for it, Chad. But in the meantime, if you want the job, it's yours.
I don't get it. I mean, there's lots of other guys you could hire. Why me?
You're right. You remind me of somebody I used to know.
I've got to keep Simone away from Chad.
How are you going to do that, Whitney? You can't lock her up. And if she's as crazy about him as you say, well, she'll just sneak out to see him. Like I sneak around Louise to be near Ethan.
There's got to be something that I can say to her. What would Louise have to say to you to get you to stop seeing Ethan?
The words haven't been invented. You remember last night when Louise came up to us on the street?
Yeah, he was saying how glad he was that you never got involved with Ethan.
You know what I was thinking while he was talking? That maybe Ethan and Gwen's fight would break them up for good, and I'd finally get my chance with him.
So you're saying it's hopeless? There's nothing I can say to get through to her?
I can't speak for Simone. All I can tell you is I am not giving up on Ethan no matter what anyone says. In fact, I may even try to work at the Crane Mansion extra days every week, just so I can see him more often. That job is the key to my future as Mrs. Ethan Crane.
For centuries, men in power have been allowed their extracurricular dalliances. Everyone accepts that, Ivy, except apparently you.
That is not the kind of marriage that Gwen and Ethan will have.
Well, why don't you let Gwen decide that? She strikes me as being rather pragmatic, sophisticated young woman. In fact, I'll wager my entire utilities portfolio that Gwen already understands the rules for people like us.
Oh, you disgust me.
Well, clearly. But I've always felt disgust like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I'm quite certain Gwen won't find my suggestion so disgusting. As long as Ethan does nothing to humiliate her in public, he should be free to live his own life.
My son will never be the amoral yard dog that you try to cover up with your expensive suits.
What a moral yard dog. Oh, now she's getting vicious.
Oh, I haven't even begun. Tell me, Julian, how many little Crane bastards are there out there looking for their daddy? Do you keep track?
Oh, I hate to burst your bubble, my love, but nary a one. I'm very careful about such things, just as I'm certain Ethan would be if he were to get Teresa pregnant.
That's enough, Father.
Oh, I mean, I simply meant...
I don't believe the way you talk about Teresa. She's an innocent girl. She has no idea what kind of people live in this house, and I'm beginning to wonder myself. I should have stopped you the first time you started tossing around those innuendos about Teresa. But I wanted to believe you were joking.
Oh, come on, my boy. It's all very admirable to defend a young woman's honor, but save it for Gwen. Don't waste it on some housekeeper's daughter.
I said that's enough, Father. You sound like the worst kind of snob.
My God, you say that as if it were a dirty word. I'm Julian Crane. I'm superior to 99.9% of the people on this earth. If that makes me a snob, I'm not going to apologize for it.
Being born into money is a gift. It's not a license for arrogance. As Cranes, we should use our money for good, to help those less fortunate.
Is that what they taught you at those boarding schools your mother sent you to?
Have you always felt like this, Dad? And why didn't you ever tell me anything?
Don't answer him, Ivy. I'll tell him myself. Ethan, your mother has been trying to shield you from me and your grandfather, Alistair, since the day you were born. She obviously felt that we might be a negative influence on her son. I humored her at first because it seemed easier, but I never should have allowed her to send you away to school for all those years. It's made you a virtual stranger to your destiny.
What destiny is that?
Your destiny is my son. You've spent so little time in this house, it's a wonder we know each other at all.
No, I'm not sure that's such a bad thing.
Trust me, it was. Because now you're a grown man with little or no knowledge of what being a Crane entails.
I know who I am, and I know who I want to be. What's the difference what my last name is?
being born a Crane makes all the difference in the world. Your mother's done you a grave disservice. I mean, she sent you to the finest liberal arts schools. But you might as well be a high school dropout because you've never understood the most important lesson of all, how Cranes conduct themselves in their personal lives and the business world.
And if I don't want to learn that?
Tough, as they say. You've no choice. It's who you are. It's your birthright. And all the other influences in the world, including your mother's namby-pamby sheltering, can't change the fact that you are Alistair Crane's grandson. And you're my son. You're a Crane through and through. You're cut from the same cloth.
I don't buy that.
You better start. The same things that were expected of me at your age are expected of you. The sooner you accept that, the easier it'll be. Don't look so pained. It'll come more naturally than you can imagine. It's in your blood, it's in your genes. You might be a little grateful, Ethan. Someday the entire Crane fortune will be yours, and with it, the power, the right, the obligation to behave as we choose. And you must get over caring about other people and realize that people like Teresa and her family were only put on this earth to serve us, to fulfill our needs, whatever they may be.
Let's get something straight, Father. Look, I know I'm a Crane. I'm proud of my name and my heritage. I'm also proud to be your son. But I am my own man, and I will live my life as I see fit. And if we don't agree on it, so be it.
Simone, over here.
Did you talk to the school clerk yet?
It was a piece of cake. There's no way Charity and Miguel are gonna have any of the same classes.
I have your cousin's class schedule right here, okay?
Oh, thanks again. Appreciate it. I'll bet Charity got old Mr. Harvey for math. He'll keep her busy.
What? Who did Charity get?
I don't believe it. Charity is in every single one of Miguel's classes. This is the exact opposite of what I asked for.
What's that old saying, Kay? The early bird gets the worm.
What?
I knew what you were up to. So I talked to the school clerk before you got in and made sure Charity was in every class Miguel's in.
You witch.
Gotcha! Don't you think it's about time to admit you can never get Miguel? Oh, but don't feel too bad. There's always Reese. I'll take that. Hey, guys. Got your schedule?
Yes, you got one.
How dare you try to corrupt my son?
Your son. Our son. Like it or not, and for many reasons I think you do, Ethan is a Crane, and try as you might, there's nothing either of you can do to change that.
That doesn't mean he has to turn out like you. And judging by the way he just stood up to you, he won't, thank God.
This mini rebellion? He'll come around after I've given him a few more tutorials on being heir apparent to the Crane dynasty, and once he knows exactly what the perks are.
I wouldn't be so sure.
I am. He's my boy. The only good thing you've ever given me, Ivy.
If only things had been different.
Oh, I love you too, sweetheart. I can't wait to see you. Bye.
Sounds great, doesn't he?
I am so proud of him. I'm glad I could give you at least one boy.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's just that I know that after the girls, you're hoping we'd have another boy. That's all.
No. I have just the family I want.
I just know all those stories that you've told me about you and Hank growing up together, how much fun you had, and you even said there's nothing like a boy having a brother.
Well, if I said that, I don't remember.
Well, I do. I'm just sorry I couldn't have any more children after Jessica.
Hey, will you stop this foolishness right now? Come on.
Okay, promise no regrets.
Hey, not a one.
Well, I just can't help but think that there must have been one special girlfriend, or maybe two even. You know, someone who could have given you all the children you wanted.
There has never been anyone but you. And there never will be.
You won't let this get to me. I have to find a way to keep Miguel and Charity from getting back together.
Kay, I hate to say it, but your chances with Miguel are about as pitiful as mine are with Chad.
Don't tell me you've given up on Chad.
Like I have a choice. Between Whitney and my mom, I feel like I'm under FBI surveillance. Besides, after Whitney told him off last night, Chad could have left town already and I'll never see him again anyway.
Hey, haven't you learned anything from me? You never give up, no matter how bleak things look. Miracles happen all the time. You just have to be open to them.
Whatever you say, Kay, I've got to get to class.
Hey, Kay. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Would you go to the Halloween dance with me?
What are you doing here?
I just accepted a job at the school.
Oh, well, you must have lied on your application or else nobody would have hired you. You know, I think I'll just have to go talk to the principal.
Go ahead. Tell him to check with my new boss, Coach Russell.
What?
That's right. I'm gonna be working for your father.
If I step up my days working at the Crane Mansion, it shouldn't take me any time at all to get Ethan to realize that I'm the right girl for him, not Gwen. Oh, thank God for the day I took that job. If I didn't have it, I'd almost never get to see him. Talk about meant to be. A bonus time I didn't even count on. Ethan, hi.
Oh, Teresa. What are you doing here?
Oh, I came over with Whitney. Why aren't you playing on one of the courts on the estate?
I wanted to get off the grounds for a while.
Oh, that's great. I mean, what a coincidence.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad I ran into you.
You are?
Yes, I've been thinking about your job at the house.
Oh, really? Because I've been thinking about
Over,
it.
Teresa. I don't want you to come around anymore.